But that's the second one I found, not too far from here. Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously, knife crime is quite a big problem in London, so
yeah,
the obvious place to dump it if you done something dodgy or want to get rid of it is in the Thames. So.
Well, of course, these people are so thick they forget the tide goes out.
Yeah, exactly. You can see if you can find it. Okay, so it's there, somewhere in there.
Okay. So we're trying to spot. Oh, I can see it. I can see it. Right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Just.
Have you got it yet, Steve?
No.
Right, I'll reduce the frame. Yes, it. Oh, Victoria.
Threepence?
Sixpence.
Is it a sixpence?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That is lovely, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful little
Now
Victorian.
that is silver,
sixpence.
as we know.
Yep, yep, and that will definitely make a ring.
Oh,
and,
yeah?
it will come up.
We could get a ring made.
That will come up looking like that one.
No way.
Yep.
Even with that little bit amount of silver.
Yeah.
Got holes in it. Right now, my boots are absolutely.
Are they?
Full. See the holes in these boots.
Oh yeah. Nicola's got wet feet. Simon went in the mud up to his knees like Nicola did on the way in.
Well, you know, we like to fully immerse ourselves in this experience.
But I'm happy.
Oh, look at the mud's full. Nice.
The dangers of nearly being cut off.
You see, because Simon is in the Society of Mudlarks, they just totally just go overboard with it. They're just like completely covered in mud.
Wow, they used to hang pirates on the Thames at a place called Execution Dock, but they don't exactly know where it was. So this is to mark the spot that they think it could have been. And this noose is right outside the prospect of Whitby. I'm knackered. We need a beer. We need a beer.
Yeah, I
So
told
we're at the...
prospect of Whitby.
Right, okay. I'll tell you what, I'll buy it.
Okay, great. Well, before we go, I just wanted to use this opportunity, now that we're down on the foreshore, to give you something. You might recall that Stephen made a ring out of an old coin, which is a Gothic florin. He found it whilst he was metal detecting. And so when I go mudlarking, as you know, I collect little bits of glass like that. There's lots of bits of glass all over the foreshore, and I make fish with them. So I've got your fish here with me now. Get out of that. And so I've got this fish which I'm going to give to Stephen. So here he is. It's made with bits of bottle and glass picked up along the foreshore. Here.
That is superb.
So here he is. Hope you like him.
I love him. And every piece will have a unique story to tell.
That's right. Yeah, there's some different bits from various bit of poison bottle there, I think. There's measuring the bottle with teaspoon, measuring centimetres on it. And yeah, it's a nice little...
That's fantastic. I can... You just use a bead for the eye?
A bead for the eye, yes. And if you hold it up to the light, you'll be able to see the sun shining through it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Thank you, Nicola. That's wonderful. Have you seen on my man cave wall? I've got all the things I make, the posters I designed for metal detecting, some of the carvings I've done and bits and pieces. It's going to go there.
Oh, great.
It'll be on every one of my videos that I do indoors.
Excellent.
Wow. Great stuff. Thank you, Nicola.
My pleasure, and thanks again for the ring. Trash to treasure. That's what we like. That's what we're into.
That's right. Trash to treasure. Right, let's get that pint.
Yeah.
Lovely job. I'm coming. Look what we're doing. The tide has beaten us. In fact, it nearly really did beat me.
Right, this is a strawberry and Cornish cream.
Or do you want
Very good.
sticky toffee mini cake? You can have one of each. I'm going to have one of each anyway. So
We'll do that for now, and we'll go. Happy cake break. And where do
Cake
they
break.
go? In your cake hole.
and your cake up.
Nicola, this one is from. Let's do one from Twitter. Chris Hagen. You know what this one is, don't you?
Yes.
Why do you only wear stripy tops?
Because it's my uniform, Chris. It's my uniform.
hat.
I have
no
5 stripy tops and I rotate them one day for every day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a stripy top for each day.
And today she went topless.
Yeah, it was hot today, even for me.
See, she's not denying it. Right, I'll do another one then for Simon. This one's Tamsin.
Right.
Tamsin Mori.
Okay.
Right. What is your favourite find of all time and why? And actually, that's probably both of you, because it was originally meant for Nicola.
Okay.
So
You're
we'll go for
saying
both of you.
our own finds, you mean, yeah?
Yeah, your favourite find of all time.
Okay, my favourite find is probably my World War I dog tag. I've milked this one for quite a bit. It's been on in the newspapers and things like that. But I was looking in Limehouse and scraping away, fairly new to the hobby, maybe only about a year in, and I found a silver coin, what I thought was a silver coin. On further research, it actually had a lot of engravings that had been hand engraved on the back of it. One being the guy's name, Nathan Posner, and it had the word Jew and a number, and the Royal Flying Corps emblem was engraved in it as well, so immediately we knew it was something special. Having looked online, did a bit of research, found out the guy was in the Royal Air Force at some point, but what I really wanted to do was try and find out if he had any ancestors left and give it back to the family that, you know, it belonged to. So I wrote to the local advertiser, they put out a piece, and within 2 weeks someone came forward and said, yeah, I'm the grandson of Nathan Posner, the guy whose dog tag it was, and he turned out that he was a tailor in Limehouse, and the story goes that he probably went to France because it was a French coin that had been smoothed down on the one side and then engraved. He'd gone to France to help prepare the planes back then when the predecessor to the RAF had planes all made out of canvas and fabric. You know, they weren't made of metal like they are now, and so we think he was there to help sew the planes together. And he wasn't actually enlisted in the RAF, I don't think. Maybe he was. I don't know. But he didn't get a proper dog tag. He had to make his own one up.
He made his own?
Yeah.
Made his own, that's brilliant.
So
and they got it back then.
If you Google Nathan Posner and my name Simon Bourne, then you should find an article on it as well. The return of it and the full story in even more depth.
That's a great story. And now I suppose that same question from Tamsin needs to go to Nicola. Your favourite find of all time and why?
Well, it's funny you ask that, actually. It's funny that you say your World War I tag, because for me, and I've milked this one as well, it's my World War I soldier's little brass luggage tag, which I found. At first, I couldn't see anything at all on the tag, but then I saw that there was a name and an address, and because of that, I was able to find out about this man called Frederick Jury, who lived at 72 Woolwich Road. And he enlisted in the Australian Imperial Force, went to fight in the trenches. He went to Australia, came back to fought in the trenches in Belgium, was hit by a hand grenade, and died in 1934, I think. But I then went on to find his grave as well, and he had a pauper's grave in a cemetery in Greenwich. And so it's a brilliant example of how a tiny piece of metal can just open up a wonderful story. So that for me is my all-time favourite find.
Well, this one's from Phil on Facebook. Have you ever been injured in this hobby?
Oh. Well, I found myself by the foreshore one day wearing my Converse shoes with very, very thin soles. But I had a bit of spare time, so I thought, I'll go down and have a little rummage around on the foreshore. So I went down, I was walking around, and then suddenly I felt this searing pain in my foot. And I had stepped on a very small spike which came up it went right through my foot and came up through my toes.
Really? Matthew Crick on Facebook, can you ask her who she is? Because I've never heard of her.
What's he called?
Matthew Crannick.
Matthew Crannick. Well, what can I say to that? I'm Nicola White, Tideline Art. Tideline Art, Nicola White. Google me.
Look her up, Matthew. You know who she is now. Facebook question from Matt Guy, which was intended for you.
Hi, Matt.
But because you've got a permit to dig to 1.2 metres,
Yep.
it took after 5 years to get that, or whatever it is.
Yep.
Maybe you'll answer his question. What is the permit for? What can you do? How much does it cost? And everything else.
Okay. If you want to come down Mudlark, if you're going to be searching at all, you do need a permit. I would suggest getting a 3-year permit. It's about 80 quid. but then that means you can come and go as much as you want in 3 years. If you get 1 day, it's about 35 quid, but then you're stuck for 1 day, then you might want to come again, then you've got to pay another 35 quid. Get the 3-year one, because you never know, you might come back a few times in the 3 years. With that 3-year one, the standard permit means you can detect or scrape down to about 3 inches, which is plenty. Most of it you can find eyes only. You don't need a detector. Just get down there, get on the low water, and get on your hands and knees and be as close to the foreshore as you can. I'm a full mudlark, which means I'm a member of the Society of Mudlarks. It means I can dig, if I want to, down to 1.2 metres. Don't find as much as other guys do in eyes only, so it's not always a great benefit. But there are areas which we are allowed to go on the north side, mainly between Westminster and Wapping, thereabouts, which means we can dig and scrape, but other people, standard permit holders, can only look eyes only in that area. There are other areas which are restricted to even me and to everywhere else, but you'll get that in your pack when you get your permit. They'll send through all the maps and all the information you need, so you know where you can and can't go. PLA boats go up and down the river a lot, so they will see you if you do, get up to anything you shouldn't be doing. And all the information you need and more is on the PLA website. That's www.pla.co.uk.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, Simon.
No worries.
Churches of Norfolk, the old boy from Norfolk. His question is, has you ever heard of the old boy from Norfolk?
Well, yes, I have, Kelly. I have heard of you. Thank you very, very much indeed, because you are a very important person, because you helped me to identify my little pin with Matthew Braddock, I think. Matthew Braddock in the middle, from the 1939 Wizard comic. And also, I know that you watch my videos a lot, and I'm sending you many, many hugs from the Thames.
I've not had one of those today yet. Right, okay, and one more then for Simon.
Oh, go on then. Simon.
What's your best bottle or pot lid? That comes from Dave Silver Extra on Facebook.
I've got a full case gin bottle, which I absolutely love, and they're square. Oh, sorry, they're square. Look at you. Yeah, my favourite bottle is a full case gin bottle, so it's about that big. And it's square and it's got lovely iridescence. It's black glass, and they were used to stack. They were square in shape to be able to be stacked and without rolling over, and it's just beautiful. There's a big pig's snout lip on it, and it's big and it's complete and it's lovely.
Can I take these two?
Sure, yeah, thank you. You can fill them up if you like. So that's it. That's just a quick question and answer, which I've written down from a few people on Facebook and Twitter when they realised I was going to be mudlarking today with Nicola. What I didn't realise is I get the pleasure of a Thames education from Simon.
Yeah, he's the man.
He is definitely the man. And the best bit...
Not to tell everyone.
And seriously, the best bit about having Simon along, telling me all that stuff, is I'll forget it, but I've got it all on video. That means I'll edit the video, I'll see it again, then I'll go through the final edit, and then I'll go through the publishing, and it all goes in here. So I've learnt a lot from today, although I only found that. So, from me, from her, Mrs. Stripey, who is topless, and from Simon, we'll see you next time. Catch you later.
Hi Steve, thanks very much for the coin ring, mate. I've got it today, it looks fantastic. I'm going to wear it around my neck as it's a bit too small to wear on my finger. So it's going to join a few other little treasures there. Got crucifixes and hammer coin and little heart and stuff. So stuff I found detecting and looking on the Thames for stuff. A few special pieces make it around my neck. So yeah, it'll join that. So thanks again, mate. Top job, and see you on the river sometime soon.